Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Wendy. I've got two cute little helpers today, my grandkids, and we're going to be making a wreath. So we're going to start off with some cotton stems. There's the one on the left from Walmart, and then this one is from Dollar Tree. I ended up not using that one, so I'll keep it for another project. I've got some lamb's ear from Walmart, and then some twine, some burlap, and some ribbon from Dollar Tree, two different types, and then this glitter ribbon that I ended up not using either. And then this is some like linen ribbon. It was 25 yards for 99 cents at the Goodwill, so that was a steal. I didn't use those bows either, but I have this little acorn that I did end up using. A couple things of fabric. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it at this point, but then a wreath form from Dollar Tree, and then my glue gun, and then I also had these beige colored pipe cleaners. So to begin, we're going to cut the pipe cleaners in half because that was the only package I had, and I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough to do two wreaths. So I went ahead and just fed it in on the first rung of the form, and then just when you get it in there, twist it 1 or 2 times, and it's super easy. So tell us what you're doing, Kay.
So we're making a wreath. We're cutting pipe cleaners, and then we're gonna wrap them around, and we go like that, and then we take another loop, go like that.
Perfect. And Carson, what are you doing? And so what are you doing that for?
So this.
Yeah, so you take a long one.
Take a long one.
And then what do you do with the long one?
Stick it
Together.
And then
After he folds it, right?
Get it.
Push it together.
Hold on, I need my hand to be right here.
You got it?
Now No!
Wait, he's not done with his job. There you go. All the way to the top. There you go. So what are you finding on there?
Nothing.
You're finding the middle. Now give it to sister. There you go.
I go like this to
And
make the
now you
other
have
pile, and then we do
that.
it all over again.
Yay! Thank you guys for helping. Okay, so now what are you doing?
Tying it on.
And how many pipe cleaners do you do per section?
3.
Good.
That's not that long.
Yep, it's not, huh?
Make it tighter to not move.
It's okay. It's okay to move because
They're moving everywhere.
yeah, that's fine. Oh my gosh, they're so cute, and they were so helpful during this whole project. So we're going to start with that linen ribbon. It's 5 inches wide, so I used that kind of as a base to outline the entire wreath. And I'm just taking a small section, scrunching it together, and then feeding it into the pipe cleaner, and then twisting it 1 or 2 times. And then I fluff it up, and it becomes a cute little poof. So I do that all the way around. And you may have noticed I drew 2 pencil lines on my paper there so that I could keep them the same length.
Our last one.
You guys have almost done?
Yeah.
You're so awesome.
My grandma's doing what that reads. I'm a granddaughter, by the way.
My granddaughter and my grandson.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna be, hanging around this video. I'm making a tent.
You're like, where's Waldo?
I'm making. I don't know who that is.
You're knocking my stuff over, sister.
I'm building a tent.
Building a tent.
Yeah,
nice.
with it.
That's so cool.
Do you mind if you drive?
Not at all. So once you get to the end of the wreath, you're just going to feed in the end of that ribbon into the first pipe cleaner where you started, and then just fluff it up, and then we'll be ready to start with the next layer. And I'm going to use this burlap ribbon, and again, just kind of starting in the middle, but I'm going to use a pipe cleaner to attach it just to get it started. Okay, so I did a few poofs so you could see how it's going to end up, or what we're trying to do here, because it's not complicated, but it's just hard to explain. So I tied it off in the back to get it started, and then I'm going to be doing an in and out pattern. So I'm not detaching it from the spool. It's all staying together, but I'm going to feed it in, fold it over and feed it in through the first and second rung, and then pull it out between the third and fourth rung. And then I'm just going to keep doing that in a zigzag motion, and you just pull it until you get the right size of the poof that you want, and then you're going to do that all the way around until you finish the roll. So I actually ran out of the burlap ribbon, so I have these bags that I got from my bestie, and she gave me quite a few of them. So I ended up cutting strips in the burlap so that I could use that as the ribbon, and I folded it over so that I could get an even cut all the way down. And it's got a seam in the middle where the bag is closed off at the bottom, so it was a nice long piece. And I just did the same effect of going in and out, first tying it on to the last place where I ended with the other burlap ribbon. And I wanted the black letters to show because I thought that was really cute and it matched. And so when I tucked it in between 1 and 2 and then coming out of 3 and 4, I made sure that I twisted it so that the black letters would show on top when I fed it through. And this burlap sack, let me tell you, it's no joke. It was very thick, and kind of, because we already had some other stuff going through there, it was pretty tight getting it in through those rungs. So I had to twist it every now and then just to make it small enough to go through, and then fluff it out once it went through and made those poofs more pronounced. Once I made it all the way around, I tied it off with that pipe cleaner, which was kind of short because we had cut those all in half, and I wasn't really planning to use this thick of a material, but it turned out really cute, and I love the lettering that's showing on top. So now I'm going to take some fabric that I had on hand and just cut it in strips as well, because that's going to go on the top where the two middle rungs were. So that'd be number 2 and 3.
Do something. Oh, that bow is so cute.
You like it?
Yeah.
And so with my little helper, we're going to feed it through. And what it's going to basically do is not only be the kind of center stage, but it's also going to cover the rungs 2 and 3, so you don't see those. So now we're going to embellish it based on Cadence's design, and I put lamb's ear on the top, and then we're going to add the bow, and we're going to make it together. So this will be fun. So we're using this Dollar Tree ribbon, the burlap in the chevron and the polka dot, and we're just going to fold these over and give it the whole roll. So I didn't even count how many loops that is. I just knew I wanted it to be really big. Okay, so hold it with one hand here, and then fold it over like this. Now hold that there. Put your hand right here. Okay, now fold that over. Go,
Like
yeah,
that.
go like this.
And then keep going and
And
going
then go
and
like
going.
this.
And keep going.
Right.
I think I got the hand.
Okay, good. So you guys are getting the idea of how to do this, but I'm telling you, watching my granddaughter work with me and seeing our hands working together is really making me emotional, because it's reminding me of when I used to help with my grandma when she would teach me to sew, and she would let me run the fabric, and this is just really bringing back memories. And I love it. So now Carson's reminding me that I need to add some cotton. So I'm going to definitely do that. But after we get the bow all done and fluffed, we're going to tie it in through the back using the twine that we used when we put it together. And then just tie a double knot. And then you'll be fluffing the whole time. But now we're going to add the cotton. And I just took it off of the stem from Walmart. And I think they're just more realistic and pretty. So we just glue gun those right into the center of the bow. And you want to tip it up every now and then just to make sure that it's not too high, not too low, that when it's eye level, the cotton will be right there at the forefront. And then we just glue gunned some lamb's ear right into the sides. On one side, I had the whole stick, and so I just went ahead and fed him through to the back. I had the other side, which was from leftover lamb's ear from a prior project, so I didn't want to waste it, so I added it too. And then I just took the stem and fed it through the rungs of the wreath form and dovetailed the ends of the ribbon, and it was all ready to go. So we used this wooden acorn that we got, I think, actually at the Goodwill, but it was originally from the Target dollar spot. And I just tied a knot into it and then just tied it to the wreath form and let it hang in the middle there. I might put a C for our last name, or I could just put another word. But then using a command hook, I went ahead and attached that to the wall and hung it up. And here she is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this was probably my favorite so far, just because I got to spend some quality time with my grandkids. But if you did like it, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to share with anybody that you think might like this. You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram. And if you would please, we would love it if you could subscribe to our channel so that we can make it grow. And we thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a blessed day.
Say bye.
Bye.